Hello, welcome to High Vibes for You. My name is Michelle. In this video, I'm going to be doing an informative video on the solar eclipse that's here in Capricorn and explain why it is so beneficial to you and how it's helpful. And then once I'm done doing that, I have 3 piles here, 1, 2, and 3. You can choose by the pile number or by the rock that you see here. And I'm gonna give you further clarity and guidance with this energy is how it can help you. So what is the solar eclipse? It's basically when the moon and the sun and the earth are all aligned. And this one is especially important because it's in the new moon of Capricorn. So with the new moon energy, that's the perfect time to plan, set intentions, and put what you want out there in the atmosphere. And with Capricorn itself is the balance of your expectations to reach your goals. That is the energy of Capricorn. And as it relates to the 10th house, it's career, social status, your reputation, and your ambition. And then with the moon here, it's the lack of something, hidden desire, and inner contradictions, the forgotten strength. And with that being said, it's essentially going to help you accomplish those goals, bring out those deep-rooted desires and put them out there so they can come into fruition and allow you to release what doesn't need to be with you or what's been blocking you from accomplishing those goals. So with this solar eclipse, it's really powerful because of the new moon and then also because Jupiter is in the house. So Jupiter, that is the planet of expansion, wealth, generosity, confidence, and enthusiasm. And it acts as the benevolent guide, essentially, to help you bring all of this in. So when you match, if you like take 2 steps, it'll help you take, it'll take 10. You know what I mean? So what does that mean for us? Well, with Jupiter there, it helps it last longer than it typically would. With the new moon manifestations, those typically, the energy for it usually runs for like 4 weeks for a typical lunar cycle. But with Jupiter affecting it, it actually lasts for 6 months. So that's 6 months of being able to really have the enthusiasm and motivation to accomplish what it is that you're seeking to accomplish. And it actually changes us to make us more outgoing and makes us more motivated, if you will, to get these things done. And that's also because of the influence of Uranus. Because with Uranus involved, it's going to amplify the energy by heightening our intuition and providing us with some additional insight. So visions and dreams of how we can accomplish these goals, what these ideas need to be that need to come into fruition. And it also allows us to be us and be at peace with being us. So if you were normally a shy person or reserved, you could be very outgoing in these next few months coming up because of the planetary shift. And so Jupiter is actually trine Uranus, and with the energy of trine, it's gifts, resources, talents, harmonious expansion, and fluidity. And with the influence of Uranus, it's revolution, change, originality, innovation, and individuality. So these influences are very, very positive, powerful, and very, very important to understand how to use, so to speak. So what you do to help bring this in is writing out intentions, making sure that you're saying your affirmations daily, making sure that you're writing out plans to execute, because the energetically, you're going to have that extra drive, that extra comfort. And like I said, it's like magic is in the air. So everything is going to synchronistically fall in place. If you tune in and listen to your intuition and pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to these visions and apply them to what it is that you're doing. That's how that works. It's a really good time to release what is no longer serving you, reflect back on how far you've come, and reflect on what it is that is not making you feel completely happy, what's keeping you in a box, not allowing you to fully express yourself how you want to. Maybe even releasing some expectations that you had for yourself or for a specific outcome. So that way you can have a magnificent outcome, because typically when we put expectations on our manifestations, it's because we want it to come in a certain type of way. But when you release that, the manifestation can come in how you want it and then some. Just be open and be honest with yourself during this time. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into your card pool. I didn't want to make this a long video. If you want more in-depth information, check the description box below. And yeah, now we're going to go ahead and dive into the pick a card. So if you chose pile number 1, let's see what we got here. We have the Sun for the Leonard or Lenormand, whatever his name is. But this is actually by Afro Goddess Tarot. This is her new deck that just came out. It's the Tarot, what is it called? What does she call it? Oh, it's the Afro Goddess Oracle. It's based off of the Lenormand deck. So this is 31. This is the Sun, and this is speaking to your happiness, a very abundant time. So this is good news. This is, to me, what you can experience by you choosing pile number 1 with this solar eclipse energy. You focusing on your happiness, and your happiness is actually going to be amplified. New things are going to come in for you. Things are going to start working out for you. So let's get into it, okay? Pile number 1, your happiness is what's coming to you. This is what you can expect to be manifested with this solar eclipse. We have the 3 of Swords, and then we have false person, mature man from the Kirkpatrick fortune telling deck, and then this is from the forget it, it's the Moon Child deck, I believe, or Star Child deck, one of those. I'll have it down below in the description. But then for your surrender card, it's unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So pile number 1, this is definitely speaking to someone that's around you that's been causing you a lot of heartache. They haven't been completely honest with you. They probably portray themselves as a very mature person, but the ultimate reality here is that it's a toxic relationship. It's blocking you from your abundance. It's blocking you from being completely happy. And I do feel as though you're being called to release it. With this new moon energy, you're able to fully get a true reflection of the relationship, what it's been doing to you internally, what it's been causing externally, and deciding clearly, okay, do I really still want to do this, or no, I need to leave this alone. And I feel like this is a big confirmation for some people. So because I wasn't specifically looking for a relationship. This just came out like this. So definitely, if you are involved in a unhealthy relationship, any form or fashion that is causing you to feel this type of pain, or feel like you are kind of like trapped, or you can't really be you or do what you want to do freely, it's time to let that go. But know that in letting it go, you're making room for happiness. It's genuine happiness. And I'm going to read you what she says about her happiness card. Happiness, victory, power, warmth, and truth. So you releasing these unhealthy relationships, you're manifesting this energy. And again, it's happiness, victory, power, warmth, and truth. So that's what I got for you guys. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Let's see what we got here. We have the fish. Here, let me turn this over so it's not distracting. We have the fish, 34. And then we have the 8 of Cups. Can you see this? Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. We have change, unexpected income, and surrendered stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So surrender to stress. This is surrendering things that no longer serve you, things that you've been pouring emotion into, or maybe directing emotion to, that it's like it's really not that serious, or you could walk away from completely and release it and let it go. And I feel like that is what this card is saying. That's what your energy is speaking to. And by you making that change, surrendering to stressful situations and releasing certain emotions and just going with the flow of things, it's like everything shifts, and we have unexpected income here. And the fish, if I'm not mistaken, is speaking to abundance off the top of my head. That's number 34. Listen, okay? The fish, finances, business, wealth, value, abundance. So maybe some of you guys have been trying to start your own business, and instead of going with the flow of how it's progressing, you've been trying to rush it, force it, trying to do everything that you can. And it's kind of like if you surrender to the stress and just come back to this grounded energy, stay positive, be happy, and do things in your own stride, not measuring it to somebody else's success or to an expectation. That's I guess that's kind of it, essentially, like releasing the expectation and just going with the flow. It is going to happen. You're going to unexpectedly get this income. Look at the divinity in your cards. You have 7 here with 3 plus 4. 2 plus 7 is 9. This is 9. Wish fulfillment to me. So as soon as you release the stress that you're putting into the situation and just relax, it's going to come in an abundant way too. You're going to be successful. This is what you're manifesting. You just have to release the tension and the internal discomfort that you're experiencing. So this is looking really good for you, pile number 2. Just go with the flow. Okay, pile number 3. I actually chose this pile, so I'm interested to see what it says. We have the ship, which is number 3. And then we have the sun, which is happiness. And then we have toil and labor, marriage, and surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So this is to me saying that for the most part, you're happy. Things are going pretty good. Hold on, because this is 20. No, this is 19, but 1 plus 9 is 10. So it's like new beginnings. If you chose pile number 3, you could be starting to experience a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, discovering things that are making you happy, and really working at these things, working on something, a goal, a vision, or yourself and life overall. And we have a marriage here. This could also be speaking to, because with marriage here, let me get the book real quick. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping, because me personally, I think this is just being happy with a vision, a goal, and you've been working on it and you're married to it. Like, as in, like, it's going to be a solid commitment, a solid foundation, as long as you don't procrastinate on it. And with the ship in the regular Lenormand, it's like taking you far distances. And if it's like related to business, it's like connecting with people overseas. It's like longevity of businesses. And let me see. I was right. So depicting an idyllic wedding in a fairy tale country church, it not only stands for a literal wedding, but any kind of close contractual relationship, such as a business partnership or joint venture. It can also stand for intimate friendship. More abstractly, it can represent any joining of forces. It's a time to enter into a relationship in private, in your job, or in social matters. Exactly. So this is saying that there's been discovered happiness, something that makes you happy, that brings you joy. Continue to do it because you've been working at it and toiling at it. And it's like, continue to put in that work and don't procrastinate on it, and don't expose everything, because it did say privately. And when you think about a marriage, you don't tell all your business. You know what I mean? You may disclose some stuff, but it's like you don't tell anybody what you do in the bedroom type stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So, and then we have the ship, journey, travel, faith, and guidance. So let me see how it pertains to business, because she actually does break that down. The ship card can illuminate a positive journey ahead that can lead to success. Also representative of foreign partners or trade, this card is a solid indication that new opportunities and advancements are ahead of you if you can have the patience to endure the turbulence and blind guidance of this ride. Don't be afraid. You're not just guided, you're protected. Yes, honey, yes, I'm here for it, okay? So don't procrastinate on this. You found something that makes you happy, you've been working on it, keep at it and commit to it. Don't disclose everything, and it's going to take you far. You're going to be successful. So that's what you can expect with this solar eclipse energy in Capricorn. I hope that you found this helpful. Hopefully there were some confirmations for you guys in there. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell when you do, and drop a comment down below and let me know if this resonated. I really appreciate it. And I'm sending you lots of love, clarity, peace, and abundance and overflow. And until my next video, continue to vibe high, you guys.